Okay, we're gonna finish these up real quick. So number 11, we have in a recipe, 3 eggs are used to make 45 cookies. So remember our key, find your key ratios that you're gonna start with. And then it says which table shows the relationship between the number of eggs. So we know we're gonna be working in table form, so we can kind of set up our ratio. 3 eggs, 45 cookies. This is eggs. This is cookies. So we're going to be looking for the first number in all of them is 6. So to go from 3 to 6, we know we would do times 2. So we would do the same here times 2. 45 times 2 would give us 90. So 6 eggs should give us 90 cookies. So this one says 6 eggs and 15, so that's wrong. This one says it has 90 eggs and 6 cookies, so that's wrong. This one's 6 eggs, 90 cookies, that's a possible. And then this one's 6 eggs, 270 cookies. Wrong. So the only possible answer here is G. Sometimes you'll have problems where all of the first answers are correct. You may have to go to that 9 to figure it out, but we were fortunate in this case. The ratio of girls to boys in the marching band is 3 to 1. So what that means is, if we're writing our ratio, we'll have girls 3, boys 4. So if we write that as a fraction, it's girls 3, boys 4. Complete the table to show the relationship between the number of boys in the marching band to the number of girls in the marching band. Write the correct answer to each box in the table. Not all answers will be used. So what they mean is all of these answers here will not be used, but these are your answer choices. So if we were going to set this up, we're already going to a table, right? So let's just set it up. We know we have 3 girls, 4 boys. To go from 3 to 36, that would be a times 12 scale factor. So do the same thing to find our boys, times 12. 4 times 12 is 48. Okay, so that would be this one here. So let's go to our next page so we can finish filling them in. You got 3 girls, 4 boys. It's already fit in here. All right. So there's a couple of different ways that we could go about this. We could set up our ratio here. We also could use what we found here, the 36 and 48. Okay. But if we want to figure out, for example, how do we get from 4 to 104 so we can figure out how to get from 3 to here, okay? One way we could do is like, what are we dividing by? So if you divide 104 by 4, 2 here, 8, you got 2 left over, 4, so you end up with 6, so 26. So this is dividing, well, my bad, times 26. 26 times 4 gives us 104. So now you would do times 26 on this side. So 26 times 3, 18, 6, 7, 78. So that would be 78 there. Got it? Number 3, the table shows amount of sugar Felicia mixes with each amount of water she puts in her hummingbird feeder. Based on the information in the table, how many cups of sugar should Felicia mix with 6 cups of water? Okay. So again, we have sugar, then we have water. And we're trying to figure out, okay, if we have 6 cups of water, how many cups of sugar? So we don't know how many cups of sugar, but we have a couple of ratios up here set up already. I'm gonna go with this one here, the half and the 2. They seem the most friendly to me to work with. So we got 2 cups of water, all right? And then we have 1/2 or 0.5 of sugar, okay? So one thing we could do is we could go horizontally here. And this would be times 3. And if you do times 3 here, you could figure that out. So it would be 3 times 0.5. And this would be 15 with 1 decimal place, so 1.5. So we would need 1.5 or 1.5 cups of sugar. All right. You also could have chosen this one here because, you know, this one was 3. So you could have set it up as 3 over 0.75 because this is 0.75 is equal to, and then 6, and then what's this? This would have been times 2, and this is times 2, which still would have given you 1.5. So either way, you just pick one of the ratios and set up your proportion. Okay? So that is it for those 2 questions. So now you're going to move to your groups. After you have mastered those questions that we've done, you're going to move to your groups to start working on your IXL codes. Get with your teacher. They will let you know which groups to work on. If you got all of them right with no help, you're going to go to skill codes here in group 1. If you needed a little bit of help from the videos, I suggest you start with our group 2 codes here. All right, have a good one.